Well, all right. I just thought I'd actually do this particular video here this morning because I actually want to use it as a teaching tool. I want to show you how people are caught up in a certain mentality and how people speak and how they talk when they are entitled, when they are subservient to someone else, and how it sounds like when they form a question, the question sounds so valid. But it's not valid if you come from the right perspective, if you start viewing things through the right lenses. See, it's the way that you process thought. It's your outlook on life, the way you perceive stuff. Now, I'm going to let you hear this video right here, what this guy says. Hey, Kyle, keep it down for a second. I'm going to let you hear what this guy has to say, okay? And it sounds so good, but I want y'all to listen. Then I'm going to answer his questions, all right? So here it is.
How is it that we know that the people running this planet are poisoning our foods? We know that the churches aren't teaching us the right lessons, aren't teaching us how to get to God. We know that the schools are teaching misinformation. How is it that we don't do nothing about it? They took the fight away from us. All we do every day is the same routine. Wake up, go to work, come back home, go to sleep, wake up, go to work, come back home, go to sleep. Why don't we fight? Why don't we do anything about it? Somebody get in the comment section and let me know why we won't do nothing about it. Like, what's the big issue? Have we been brainwashed? Have we been brainwashed like that? Like, no fight is left in our people. Tell me why.
It's crazy. So I'm up here trying to do a video, and then the system actually interrupts the video by asking if I want to do an update, an install update right now. But nevertheless, I'm going to go ahead and answer this question, okay? So you heard the video. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to stimulate thought to get people to put a defibrillator on their mind so they can, at least for the first time in their life, exercise some self-autonomy to where you can actually be proud of yourself because you actually had one original thought that actually originated from your own head without being conditioned to form foolish and unlearned questions like this. Now, I'm not jumping on this brother because I understand the mindset. But all three questions and the statement at the end of it are all foolish because it's based upon an entitlement, it's based on an ignorant, it's based on a passive handout, government handout mentality for where you want everybody to do everything for you because it ain't running the way you want it to run, but you won't do nothing about it to change. So let's go back to the first part of this video a second.
Check this out, man. How is it that we know that the people running this planet are poisoning our foods? We know.
All right. So he says, we know that the people of this planet is poisoning our foods. And of course, it sounds good, don't it? It really, truly sounds good. Only one problem. Why are you eating the food of the people of this planet that you know for sure is poisoning? Why? Why don't you just grow your own food and stop eating their food? Why don't you raise your own food instead of eating their own food? Why don't you produce and harvest your own food and rear your own food? You know the reason why? Because then you got to do something. And now you've got your answer for the other two questions that are proposed in this. See, we always questioning what somebody else is not doing for us because we're simply not doing for ourselves. And then we put forth the finger and put the onus on somebody else when the Most High commanded us to rear our own gardens, to produce our own food, to raise our own cattle, to go hunt and forage for our own self and not dependent upon a system to bring it to us and for us. And then we talk about why we don't have any fight. We don't have any fight because we don't even have any do in us. It's a welfare mentality to where we always depend on somebody else. And this is the reason why Pastor Dowell hated. Because, see, I tell you about yourself. You asking questions about a system that is designed to kill you, and then you're consuming all of its goods and all of its services, and then you wonder why you're in the condition you're in, not knowing that the very questions that you ask based on the condition that you in is formed because of the consumption of their foods and their goods and their services. Going on, listen what he says.
We know that the people running this planet are poisoning our foods. We know that the churches aren't teaching us the right lessons, aren't teaching us how to get to God. We know that the schools.
So we know that the churches are not teaching us the right lessons and how to get to Yah. Again, the onus is not on the churches. The onus is not on the so-called preachers and teachers. The onus is on you. You're supposed to know the Most High for yourselves. You are supposed to know them that labor among you. You are the one that is responsible for your soul salvation alone. So if you are deceived by accepting the lies of the churches, Sunday, Easter, Christmas, and all these other satanic pagan holidays and every other philosophy that's not even mentioned in the scripture, but yet you partake of it, it's your own fault because you are a system person. And here you are asking questions about the same damn system that condemns you, and you wondering why we don't have any fight. It's because you ain't fighting. You're not working out your salvation with fear and trembling. You're not doing that. You're not trying to let every man know the Most High for himself. You're not trying to do that. You're not trying to do that at all. Again, see, all the questions that this man is forming is based upon you having to do something. And 99.9% of you ain't going to do shit except murmur and complain and gripe and bawl and squall why stuff ain't working the way that you wanted to, but yet you'll form these questions, wonder why you're in this type of captivity, wonder why your mind even forms questions like and think like this, and then when I get out here and tell you what the real problem is, you. The system doing what it's supposed to do, but it's you. You don't want to hear that, because then you have to get off your fat, lazy ass. You have to get off your dumb stupor of a mindset and do something, and that's the problem today. We can't get enough people together to do any damn thing. You can't even do your own garden. You can't even, train up your own child in the way they should go. You want to send them to a public food system, that's his next one. Is we know they're teaching us lies in these public school systems and stuff. And why ain't we doing it? Why have we lost our fight? You have never lost the fight that you never started because you ain't got no fight in you at all from the beginning. The way that the mind thinks is appalling to me. And that's why the book says, you come out of her, my people, and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will be an Elohim to you, and you will be my people. That's what he says. Thus saith the Lord, come out of her. And most of you don't want to do that. So you sit in a very system that enslaves you, and you complain about it, and you wonder why we ain't got no fight. A slave that loves his chains has no reason whatsoever at all to be free because he's comfortable. So why sit up and talk to other slaves proposing these questions when neither one of you are going to do a damn thing? You see, Straitway, we different because we not only hear the word, we do it. We literally do. We put it into practice. So the first question was, they're out here poisoning our foods. No, that's their foods. You're consuming it. Your food is what you produce. And you ain't got no food. So you got to eat their food because you're too damn lazy to take your hand from the damn ground and put it up to your mouth. You were ready for somebody else to spoon feed you. See what I mean? The churches are lying to us. Man, you are commanded to study to show yourself approved. Unto Yah, a workman that need not be ashamed, but rightly dividing the word of the truth. You are. Not them. They're doing what they're supposed to. That's Satan's system. He is supposed to deceive you. He's supposed to lie to you. He's supposed to corrupt you. And then have your mind asking questions like this. We know they're not teaching our children right. The book says you train up in a child the way they should go, so when they get old, they won't depart from the faith. See, nobody takes accountability and responsibility for the way you should be. And I am a voice crying in the wilderness, trying my damnedest to put a defibrillator on your mind. Here we are sitting up here, allegedly so-called. Today is January the 1st. Like hell it is. This ain't the new year in the dead of damn winter. The new year begins in the springtime when life starts. But guess what? You're going to probably ask a question about that too. You just heard the truth and true Straitway. Some of y'all ought to probably consider coming over to my Patreon channel so you can get the real truth and the true Straitway, because this dismal ignorance, this dumb, dormant, docile, demonized and demoralized and dumbnized spirit that y'all got out there. See, even the way you form questions, you think you sound intelligent when you sound stupid as hell.